and welcome to another 2-Minute Tips for Autism. I am really excited about our next guest. His name is Michael Beloff. He is a special needs financial planner with Barnum Financial Group and Office of MetLife. Thank you so much for being here today.
Oh, it's my pleasure.
Well, one of the first questions I want to ask you is, why are you so passionate about this cause?
Well, it's really about my son, Ben. He's now 16, and he was diagnosed as development delayed at 14 months. Okay. And so he started receiving early intervention services and then was referred to the school district. And a little while after that, I became a financial advisor and started saying, well, this is my business. What do I need to do to plan for my son? And at the time, no one was really talking about it. No one knew what happens once they leave the school district. How does adult services work? It's such a different world.
And it's a scary kind of thing to think about.
It's a scary thing to think about, especially in the autism community where we're so focused on a cure and getting them as far as they can. The thought of planning for the future where they may not be able to take care of themselves is very scary, and it's very difficult for them to face.
Especially at 2.
Especially at 2. And as they get older and as our kids get older, we'll need to figure out what we need to put in place to make sure they're taken care of. Whether they're independent, semi-independent, or serviced by the state, we really have to start planning now to figure out how we access those services and how we plan effectively for them and for us.
Now, that leads me to my second question. What are the first steps someone with a special needs child should take or know about when it comes to financial planning?
I think the key there, and that's a great question, is to build the team. The same way we have teams for our IEPs and for our education and for suing the school district when we have to get our rights together. You need to build a financial team. That's going to consist of usually an estate attorney who understands the issues with long-term planning for kids with special needs, and a financial professional who understands the issues. Then start thinking about how do we set things up to qualify for service as an adult. That may entail a new will. It may entail something called a special needs trust, which helps preserve benefits. And it'll also take a hard look at what do we think it will take to fund our child throughout their lifetime. Again, whether through the state or without state help, what do we need to put together and build that into a comprehensive plan for the family.
It seems to me, I think that's something as a parent myself with a special needs child is that you don't want to think about, but I think once you do think about it and you put that in place, it really relieves a lot of stress and all that unknown out of your mind, which then that means you guys can really focus on therapies that you're doing right now. You can really focus on the diets and whatever else you're doing with your child. Now that little worry is like, okay, I'm going to do my best.
Right.
But if my best isn't the most, I guess the picture you paint in your mind, now there's people like you that can help us put that kind of worry away.
It's all about the conscious choice. If you don't know what you need to do, it's hard to make an informed decision. Once you know these are the things we need to put in place, you can then have the action plan as, well, we're going to do this now, this later, and this even later. But at least you know what the plan is.
And I'll end on this. It reminds me of what we talk about a lot is it's hope with a plan.
Yes.
Well, thank you so much. And if people want to learn more about you, they can go to your website, which is Michael Beloff. Did I say that right?
That's fine.
MichaelBeloff.com. And thank you so very much.
Thank you, Kristin.
And thank you guys for joining us. And until next time, bye.